Mountains and national parks are some of the most unforgiving places. Every year, experienced climbers get themselves into trouble, and although some of them are able to get themselves free, there are some that unfortunately pay the ultimate price. A man has reported that his father and 2 other climbers decided to attempt to climb K2. For those unaware, K2 is the world's second highest mountain, coming in at 8,611 meters, or 28,251 feet. Officials reported that Sajid Ali went up with his father and 2 others. However, the expedition didn't go to plan, and a month had soon passed without his father returning. He led an expedition up into the mountain in order to try and get some closure into what happened. Unfortunately, the team did manage to find the 3 hikers, reporting that they'd passed away on one of the steepest sites on the mountain. The team were able to identify the small group, saying that they were found at an altitude of 8,000 meters, or 26,246 feet. This means that they were only a few hundred meters from the summit. The army was called in, but they said that to remove the group would be extremely difficult, and said that the family would have to decide what they wanted, noting that the best option would be to leave them on the mountain, something that's actually quite common, especially if climbers passed away at a high altitude. Take Mount Everest for example. Unfortunately, over 300 motivated climbers have lost their lives on this unforgiving mountain. Due to the terrain and nature of the climb, to bring fallen climbers back, experts have said it would cost between $40,000 and $80,000. A frozen body can weigh over 300 pounds, making the already risky descent a hazardous operation. Because of that, nearly 2/3 of past climbers are destined to stay on Everest for eternity. However, as the climbers knew the dangers of this mountain, they often mentioned before ascending that if they were to pass away, they would be happy to remain on the mountain, and removing them is rarely considered unless requested by the family. One official report said the following about the group that had passed away on the mountain. It may not be easy because it takes a lot of effort to get a body out of the snow, which is not possible at this altitude. End quote. Experts have said that K2 is much more difficult to climb compared to Mount Everest, and this is because of the extreme weather conditions. Alex Tickon, who recently climbed K2 during the winter, said the following: "You cannot imagine how much difficult it is to climb K2 in winter compared to spring or summer. We're at 16,700 feet and things are becoming really difficult. It was a huge challenge just to get to base camp." End quote. Sadly, professional Sherpas have said that finding bones on some of the highest mountains is becoming the new normal. One professional climber who goes by Mr. Sherpa, and who holds a world record for ascending Everest 24 times, says that finding bones is not uncommon. While a 6-time Everest summiter, Mr. Sherpa said on his first climb in 2008, he saw 3 bodies, whereas in a more recent climb he saw at least double that number, and his findings reportedly haunt him. Some of these have become so well known that they serve as landmarks to other climbers. One of the mountain's most famous residents is Green Boots, identified by passers-by for his neon green boots. Green Boots is strongly believed to be a climber who would have passed away climbing Everest in 1996. However, the identity of Green Boots has never been confirmed. In 2014, Green Boots was reportedly missing from view, but reappeared back in 2017. It's not just mountains where chilling discoveries are made. Some of these finds have even confused experts. Going back in 2018, various news outlets reported that a mysterious discovery had been made close to a fishing village, which is in Khabarovsk. The individuals who made the discovery found a large bag embedded in the snow. Curiosity got the better of them and they wanted to see what was inside the bag, Inside the bag were 54 severed human hands. What's odd about this discovery is that previously a single hand had been found in the region, causing some of the locals to question what was going on, and whether someone was taking out the local residents. Investigators were then called to the scene in the hopes that they could make some sense of what was going on. After interviewing locals around the fishing village, they said that there hadn't been any strange activity in the area, and that no one had reported that anyone had gone missing. The investigators then laid out all the hands in the snow, and it was then that they discovered that 27 of them matched. The experts then started to put forward their own ideas to try and explain the strange incident, but they couldn't come up with anything that would explain why the bag was buried deep in the snow. The authorities said they were baffled, and they didn't know why it was only hands that were found, saying that they had no idea how they ended up there, and hadn't seen anything like this in the area before. Some put forward darker theories to explain why the hands ended up where they did, saying that it could have been crime-related. However, after further investigations, officials said they think they know the reason why the hands were found the way they were. They said that they likely belonged to a medical centre, and had been used by medical students in the area. This is further backed up by the alleged medical badges that were found close by. Researchers further said that hands are sometimes stored this way in order to retain fingerprints for identification. As someone pointed out though, why would both hands of a corpse need to be cut off when only one would have been needed? The investigative committee said the following in a statement: "These biological objects are not of criminal origin, but are disposed of in a manner not provided for by law." End quote. Others still said it was strange that the bag was buried, and that if they were being used by medical students, then surely the bag should have been disposed of in the correct manner. So what do you make of these discoveries and announcements? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.